I just got my bill for my appendectomy that I had about a month ago, and the breakdown of the bill that I got from the hospital is outrageous. In total, everything came out to $46,088.54, which is mind-blowing, considering it was just a simple, like run-of-the-mill, everyday appendectomy. So I'm gonna break down the prices for you guys. So room and board was $9,000, $375. Emergency services was $2,878. Laboratory services, I guess blood draws and things like that, was $1,758.87. Operating room, that's a big one, it was $16,891. Pharmacy, I guess meds and antibiotics, pain meds, that was $264.40. Radiology services, probably the CAT scan, that was $2,182. Recovery room was $3,000, and what they call supplies, $9,889.27. So in total, about $46,000. I got a similar bill like this, I guess 2 or 3 months ago when I had my appendicitis the first time, and the bill was about $30,000. Back then I didn't get surgery, but I did stay 2 nights. So with insurance, I only had to pay $150, thank God. But without insurance, like, I don't know how anyone is supposed to be able to afford this. So I'll quickly go back and talk about what happened. So back in September, if you guys remember, I had appendicitis for the first time, and I made a video about it over here. So if you guys want to watch it, you can do that. So back then I opted for antibiotics for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it was going to be faster recovery, obviously because there's no surgery. Number two, because the recurrence rate was about 40% in 5 years from the research that I had read. And I thought that was good enough chance to kind of avoid abdominal surgery if I could, because I'd never had surgery before. So I went antibiotics route, and I felt better almost immediately, and I was able to go back to work after resting for a few days. Fast forward to about 1 month ago, I was working in the emergency department. I was working an overnight shift, so I was working from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And right around 6:30 a.m. I started to get this abdominal pain, and right away I knew it felt really similar to my previous appendicitis pain. And I kind of just waited it out, because sometimes it's just like could come and go, I guess. So I was just gonna see what happens. But then right around sign out time at 8 a.m. it just got really bad. It wasn't going away. And it just felt really similar to how it felt last time. I told my attending, and I told my chief resident, and then basically left the hospital just to kind of come back as a patient again. And as soon as I was admitted, like became like an ED patient, I started vomiting and started having like basically the same symptoms as last time, except the pain like felt worse than last time. Like I was basically curled up. I was really uncomfortable. I went through the whole process of getting the CAT scan, getting some pain meds, and all of that all over again. CAT scan, of course, showed appendicitis. At this time, I felt like I can't really go back to just taking antibiotics and hoping that it doesn't come back. The surgeons actually told me that it's really unusual for appendicitis to come back so fast, like in 2 months. So obviously their recommendation was that I should get it taken out. I was checked in as a patient around like 8 or 9 a.m. I had the surgery by, I think, maybe 7 p.m., 7 or 8 p.m. And then I was in the recovery room for a little bit, was admitted overnight, and then by the next day morning, I was eating and I was able to go home. Needless to say, the recovery process after surgery was so much harder than just taking antibiotics. Aside from the physical pain of like having like incisions on your abdomen, which, you know, they're small incisions, but they still kind of hurt to move around. But the thing that really got to me was I had like vertigo, which I sometimes have if I'm really tired, but I think after the surgery, I don't know if it's general anesthesia or something else, or maybe the pain meds, I had the worst vertigo. I couldn't even stand up. I felt so dizzy. I couldn't even move. It was the worst feeling ever. And I think that was really the barrier to me like resuming normal life than the pain itself. So I had the surgery on Tuesday, and then I went back to work the following Tuesday. So I took the whole week off. I was actually supposed to go back on Monday, but because of the whole vertigo and feeling dizzy, I just didn't think that I was gonna be ready. And it was actually start of a new block, so I was starting burn ICU. Because it's ICU, you just have longer hours per day and you have less days off. On the burn ICU, the longest I've worked was 12 days in a row, usually 13, sometimes even 14 hours a day. So on top of working 12 days in a row, I would occasionally have to host interview dinner. So if you guys don't know, every year, 4th year med students interview to be part of a residency program. And usually the day before the interview, there's an interview social where you meet the residents and you kind of talk about the program and your lifestyle in an informal setting. And it's a great opportunity for the residents to meet the applicants and vice versa. So I had to host some of those dinners, which went as late as like 10:30 or 11 p.m. And then the next day I would have to be back at work by 6 a.m. So that was actually really hard. So now that I'm feeling much better, I want to have more regular videos for you guys. If you guys missed the announcement on Instagram, I am newly engaged, so I will hopefully have some videos about wedding planning and things like that as well. So if you guys want to follow me for more updates, follow me on Instagram at ThisDirectToFit, and I will see you guys next time.